Welcome Woodblock print collectors and enthusiasts. Today I'm going to discuss the 4 terrible things that can damage your woodblock prints. Now, my focus is prints from the 1800s to the 1900s, but the same things I'm talking about today can affect modern prints as well. So before we get started, let's talk about the materials that are being used. The paper that the woodblock prints are printed on comes from the fibers of the mulberry tree. And the pigments that the inks are derived from come from a variety of organic sources like plants and flowers, and inorganic substances like red lead. And this is important because what the inks are derived from defines how they're going to react in the environment over time. So how they're going to react to light and moisture and heat. Some inks may fade over time, while others will change color completely. Okay, let's get right into this. The first on our list of dangers is the sun. The sun and light in general can fade the colors of woodblock prints and also yellow the paper. Ultraviolet light is the most damaging wavelength, and UV-coated glass and acrylics are not a magic shield that will protect your prints indefinitely. This is why many museums limit the display of their prints to no more than 3 weeks. The best way to protect your prints is to put them into acid-free folders and then keep those in archival boxes. If you do like to display your prints, then you can do what museums do and rotate them every few weeks. And that's one reason why I like these acrylic frames, because not only can you see the full margins of a print and the back, but it only takes a few minutes to switch one print out for another. On to the second danger, moisture. Woodblock prints are printed on high quality, strong paper, but moisture will cause the paper to wrinkle and warp. Excessive moisture may cause certain colors of inks to bleed. Humidity can also aid in the growth of pests and mold. Have you heard about foxing? It's a kind of mold that's very common on Japanese prints, and once your print has this mold stain on it, it's almost impossible to remove. Our number 3 danger to woodblock prints are insects. Bugs, specifically the Japanese death watch beetle, can eat holes in your woodblock print paper, and their droppings can also stain the paper. And I saved the biggest danger till last. Any guesses? It's people. The most damaging thing that people do to woodblock prints is to trim them. So that means cutting the margins off in order to fit them into an album. The next most damaging thing humans can do is to glue a print into an album or onto some sort of a backing. Next on my list is greasy fingerprints. Having prints in albums and leafing through them over 100 years or more can cause stains and smudging in the corners of Japanese prints. And the final way that humans can damage prints is through bad restoration. I would much rather see a print with natural damage than one badly restored. And that's my list of the 4 terrible things that can damage your Japanese prints. So be careful with your prints and happy collecting.